Hello, Judy Tester. Is this live? No. This is pre-recorded. I have used quantum tunneling to send a stream into the past. Hello, Droid Zika. Hello, Pappy Prinny. Where's Lila? Lila here today? I hope Lila joins so we can yell at her for the random mode bug. Hello, Sonic the Hedgehog 68. Goddamn, you're either very old or have another reason to put 68 in your name. Leave Lila alone. Why? I wanna yell at Lila. Can't get 64 because it was taken. Yeah, 68 makes just as much. Oh, so 64 to 67 was taken. That's funny. The Overworld music is a banger. Also, if you bully Lila off the platform, who else will you bully? That is honestly the best argument against bullying Lila I've heard so far. What the fuck is this shit? Who thought this was a good idea? Actually, it makes sense. Yeah, this is actually unfortunately the correct thing to do it. Ah, shit. We should open a new file for the overworld. The booba likes chicken and rice. That is good news. The booba is my child, by the way, in case you are wondering. Why she is the booba, I am unsure. Zena just started calling her that, and now she is the booba. Any OST wishes for today? Because she is a booba. Oh. What told sunbathing on the beach? Feels a little unfitting given the context. Fork on a plate? Interesting suggestion. I think not. Red Detective Boogie 2. I don't know about that. Red Detective Boogie was good, but 2 in a row. Mario Galaxy 2. That's an interesting one. Oh no, the fucking heater turned on. Zena, that better not be you. I should rename this. Function table. Type. Hi, Coolie. Ah. Hi, Zita Zita. I can't do the cat face back at you, unfortunately. I don't know how to do that. What is today's discourse? Dude, where does it set the type? Do we actually use this one? Really? It is used? It is not used. At least not meaningfully. We can simplify this code. Makes things easier for us. Geo-overtide needs to be defined. Oops. Case, do you have anything on the way from Hong Kong? Yes, actually, I think so. My new phone. Why, did FedEx write you? That does not mean it's a real email. Make sure you actually verify it's all good. You have the tracking number? Nice. I'm getting a new phone, guys. For free, and I need to make a review of it as a punishment. I love Case with Amazon that's next to his face. What? What's the phone? I have no idea. But it can't be worse than my fucking dusty ass Samsung Galaxy S6. Dude, my phone is so old, it cannot play YouTube videos. It is older than 10 years. Why? You have no idea how much of a cheap fuck I am. I hate spending money. No, I live in, or I used to live in northwest Germany. Maybe this should be part of the area layout. Ah, actually, I think it works better here. Niedersachsen is a real punishment. What's so bad about Niedersachsen? Okay, but a decent newer phone would be like 100 to 200 bucks. I don't want to spend 100 to 200 bucks. That's like 2.5 Mario Karts. Hello, Sarah. What the fuck? My keyboard switched to German mode. I hate when it does that. Thought of a switch tool. Yeah. Okay, that crashed the game. Okay, so we have an infinite loop here. Does the chat carry over to Twitch? Yes, it does. Oh. We're going to do the iterating. The music got imported? Yeah. Isn't that nice? His wet foot thing works. It didn't save my setting. The release of RTYI source code upon release? Yes. Such is the plan. Why does this not do anything? Hello, gamer. Why is this function not running at all? What? Huh? I have no explanation. Did I do something stupid? Yeah, overworld music. I can show the music in full after we have this working. Before that, I don't wanna. Okay, how can this not be playing? That's actually insane. What? Well, they're not necessarily New Super Mario Bros. Bars. They're also kinda like the Star Select bars. You know, if you think about it. It plays once and then never again. Nothing's good. Lava is just me up. Oh no. Why is the water making foam on those rocks from the other sides of the waves? I don't know what you mean. I think so too, Super Skizzle. I'm pretty sure the OST of this is mostly composed with the same instruments as the vanilla game. Okay, is me writing this here gonna be the issue? No way, right? Huh? What if we just kill Mario slowly? Will that happen? Because maybe the render bug introduced by Fast64? No. It straight up just stops running after the first time. Is the problem that I'm incrementing the flags? Is this not allowed? Yep, you're not allowed to increase the flags. Oh, of course, because if they're non-zero, then it's like a not execute function. So we're using the draw layer now. Fast64 bug. Do you not see the issue with like everything here? This seems like too much of a tide, and it's too fast. Let's do a wave height of like 12 and slow it down. No, it's functional. Function? Of course it's called func. We can change the parameter. The parameter. The parameter? Oh, okay. This will work. This is perfect. Come on, take me back. Look at me doing proper castings and everything. Aren't I a clean programmer right now? Dude, why does this keep resetting? Oh my god. I gotta write Fnatic. Yeah, so fun fact, I had to change the audio plugin because there was a bug in the old audio plugin that made the music sound terrible. Why isn't while next not equal to 0? Because next is a closed loop that loops back to the beginning. It's actually a doubly linked circular list, but the backwards linked are stored in separate structs that you can only find via a hash map entry because we don't actually need the backwards link and they would shit up our cache blocks. So make AI love of the game already? Yep! It's rage bait though. They just posted this because they wanted to piss people off. And they managed to do it. Yeah, 10 out of 10 rage bait. That's Krista for you. He just loves, you know, being an asshole. Water phase multiplied by 0x10. That's 0x100 per frame. Oh, this sucks. You know why this sucks? It's because yeah, it doesn't work. We have to move this. That's fine though, because that means now that this is animated at 60 FPS. This really should have been defined here anyway. Ugh. You tried the S-Mark thing? I'm curious whether it looks the same in-game. Well, it's not gonna look the same in-game because the X3 version we have doesn't have the extra features to make Fresnel work yet. So I can't try it yet. Hello, 0 volts. Yeah, they're not available yet. Sauron is working on a version of the legacy vertex pipeline that enables Fresnel, like a flag is set. Is that linked list cache friendly? Yes! That's the whole point. See, okay, I did something crazy. The way the linked list works is that actually, if you wanna access the links of the elements, you need to do a hash map lookup to actually find those links. So because of that, the links do not shit up data cache unless you're specifically looking for them, which you only do on level load, so it doesn't matter. See, me smart. Okay, this is almost what I want, but not quite. Don't worry, bro, I'm the #1 linked list hater. I removed so many linked lists out of an R64 engine, you have no idea. Is this roughly what we want? This looks good. Should this be slightly offset phase-wise? I think it should be. We should... They call me the linked list delinker, this is true. When we got married, they asked me what my name was, and I said my name is the linked list delinker. You know, it's lovely when This is actually a thing that commonly happens, is that like garbage programmers that don't really know what they're talking about, but they hear smart programmers talk about things, they just copy an opinion without really understanding the reasoning behind the opinion, and then they will iterate that opinion back to you as if it's something that you need to take serious and like look out for. So they will tell you very confidently some things that are completely wrong and don't really apply to your situation. Okay, I think this is the wrong offset, so let's try that again. Can you say, but it would piss you off because you would have to change the whole thing, so I'll wait until the reactor level to make you redo it. What? What is it? This is still opposite. Let's do minus. What if we just do 8000? To be fair, you're often confidently wrong. No? When does this happen? Okay, this is good. Give one example of me being confidently wrong. Hello, ayahuasca. Yeah, this is pretty nice. Oh yeah, you guys wanted to hear the song. There's still a bug with the song, but it sounds pretty good already. Oops, that's a bug. Done, but you've noticed it quite often. Have you considered that maybe you were wrong in that moment instead of me? See, I would love to be corrected when I'm wrong, but right now, I don't see it. I said that's from the other two models cooking. Marty is working on this. Isa is basically done, but I haven't been able to import it yet. And he's not quite done. Why is it this funky color? That's Leela's fault. Same with the power meter. Look in the cave and compare that to videos of railway. You're confident that using const in your code would make it run faster? Not with it. It does! What do you mean? Of course using const in your code makes it run faster. See, you're just wrong. Huh? What do you mean? I can prove it. I'll prove it to you right now, and you have to redact your statement. I can prove it. Look at this. The whole rendering graph node, 2B, DC, and size. Let's look at rendering graph nodes. Process object. Look at a few consts. Const struct anim header. Let's remove this const. Maybe this does it. Okay, that one did not do it, but there's other consts where it will do. Shadow rotation maybe doesn't do it. What if I just remove every const in this file? Let's remove every const. All gone. Shit, that removed some that weren't supposed to be removed. Let me add them back. This one's a const. This one's a const. Start render buffer entries. This one's also a const, I think. Yep. Const. And then, wait, render mode table. Oh, is this not a const? With AA here. And then render mode table 1 cycle. This one's not const, I guess. Okay, we went from 2B DC to shit. There is places where it matters. I swear I've seen it matter. I can definitely also take out the capitalized const once. What the hell? There is for sure places it matters. No way. I don't know what you're trying to anecdotally prove there, but const is a keyword that's just supposed to guide you, the programmer. The compiler doesn't care if you declare your variable const or not. It knows when you reassign it. Okay, but it can't know that like a function that I'm using can't reassign it. I swear I've seen it matter. Where did I see it matter? Maybe like in function arguments? I don't know, man, this is weird. Why do I remember it mattering? Well, Googling doesn't work. Like, just because it's on Google doesn't mean it's true. Clip it and ship it. Yeah, it seems to truly not matter here. Maybe it mattered when it weren't all functions being inlined. I gotta test this now. I gotta test it. What about thread force sound? TCC. Const. What if I remove those? Okay, what about tables though? For those for sure it matters, right? Imagine I read a table like at the top of my code and it's not marked const, and then I do some stuff that might change it, and then it reads it again here. It has to matter there. Surely it has to matter. You know the keyword volatile? Yes, that's for threads. That's different. Const values cannot be reassigned only let and var. Sure. The question is whether marking something as const can cause the compiler to omit additional instructions. Okay, but think about this Yoshi party. Let's say I have like const some table, right? And this is my function. And then I have, oh wait, const some table. And then I have void do stuff, right? And I have a equals some table 1, and then I have do more stuff, and then I have return a. Imagine something like this. Now, can't prove that this doesn't do anything to some table. Well, something like this. Considering any of the compiler that you won't change the variable in another way. Really? So this wouldn't do anything? It's const but it's not static, meaning only visible to the combination event. Any of file might const cast away. Should be const static to have a chance of working. What? So you're saying that static const would make it work? But not if it's just const? Well, I guess if it's static, then you don't need the const. No? I'm curious now. Well, we're trying this. 0, 1, 2. We're gonna do S32, S32. And then we're gonna have do more stuff defined here. Undefined reference to do more stuff. Okay, well. There we go. Let's see how big is this. 32 EC. I take the const away. Still free to EC. Does this change the assembly? Let's see. It loads v0 from here. Oh, of course. Let's pass a into here. We gotta do something like that. Free to FC. Free to EC. Ah! Const removed for instructions. Point proven. I proved my point. Const is here, free to EC. I remove the const. I compile again. Free to FC. Let's go. How is this not a proof? I proved to you that this removes 4 assembly instructions. Do you want to look at the generated assembly? You just found an example where const does something? Yeah, it optimized it. Isn't that what the question is? We can look at the generated assembly. Make a poll that do... What do you mean? Let's look at this. It reads the thing from A0 and then reads it again like this. Add the const. So this was 2 memory reads. And right here, it just adds. Yeah, you see that? It optimized out the memory read and just did a straight up addition. Because it's a const. And that's allowed the compiler to optimize it. What more proof do you need? And see how it also shortcuts here. It saved 2 memory reads and 4 assembly instructions. How can you deny I'm wrong here? How can you deny I'm right here? Oh, does you might declare const char buffer? How do I just do external const char buffer? Huh? Yeah, well, Yoshi Party also learned something new. The one example where he said I was confidently wrong, I just proved I'm right. I can't argue with you on this example, it's way too specific, I'm not familiar with your code or MIPS. Okay, but it doesn't matter, right? Like, you've just seen it remove 2 memory loads and remove 4 instructions. How can you even like consider that it doesn't do anything? Clearly it does something to the compiler. I think that's proven because the compiled code changed. And if you understand maps, you would also understand that it just removed 2 memory reads and 4 instructions. Let's Google this. Does consts make your code more optimal? Even the AI overview says that. How a const applied to a thing makes it better, yeah. Applying even Google agrees with me. What? Here's the funny examples.
So, is there some best practice about using const anywhere possible? Has anyone ever heard that? So what happens if we make our static array here of color data?
Okay, I can't, this guy's too slow. What did you bench? Just like 315. But can anyone deny that I just proved my point? Didn't I, like, beyond question, no? Even you have to admit, Yoshi Bardi, that that was pretty compelling proof. You don't think my example proves anything? I'm sorry, but I have to dismiss you as a crazy person here. I have a video of me doing 315. I've been doing it for a couple of years, like 5 or so. Can you explain why you think it doesn't prove anything? Because I think even without MIPS understanding, you saw that it was 4 instructions less. And you saw that the LW, the load word instructions, were gone. Trying to understand your mindset here. Pounds. In kilograms is like 142, I think. How many stars in the overworld? Probably between 20 and 30. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is add a decal layer of sand here that goes like darkish and then comes back to like whitish. And we need it to fade out towards the bottom, so that the sand looks nice. So my understanding now of const has been updated to const only does something if the code is not entirely self-contained within the file that you're working in. So in that regard I have learned something, but I think the assertion that I'm confidently wrong is completely false, because not only have I said that because I have specifically noticed it optimizing it something, but I've also proved that what I've said when I was called up being confidently wrong is actually true. And also Google agrees with me, which I think that's where you heard that what I said was wrong. Somewhere online, at least. How many stars are you aiming for in the overworld? Oh, I already read that. 1 second, my mom's writing me. He's just intentionally trying to piss me off. I don't think so. I think he's a good guy. I just think, you know, he was wrong about something. I'm not trolling you, honestly. I believe you that you're not trolling. Don't worry. I just think you have a hard time accepting that your criticism was wrong. You can now bench 165. Yeah, 315 is it is beyond what many people can do naturally. I wouldn't like tell people that they have to bench 315. But like going for 225, I think that's like a noble goal that every man should do. This is proof. Let's see. Not quite sure what I'm looking at. Are you doing something like when I now add consticle shorter? Yeah. Yeah, I think that also illustrates it. Just can't type in chat, listen to you and Google fast enough in parallel. Casey, your waves don't work. The foam does not act like that by the cave entrance. Let me look at the cave entrance. Restrict is a real good keyword and almost no one uses it. I use restrict, but restrict is a little bit something else. Oh, because like there wouldn't be foam here, I guess. But that's for bioback. Don't worry about it. The use of cons might have a side effect, but it's not necessarily due to cons specifically. I see what you mean, and I can see that being true for other situations, but I've looked at the assembly code and I know that to not be true. This x86 shouldn't be MIPS. I mean, I guess MIPS would be more accurate for what they're doing, but the principle holds true regardless. But also I've explained why const would do something in an example, and then my prediction came true. So like, shouldn't that be proof to you? Like, doesn't that explanation make sense to you? I need something wavy but not too bad. Wait, what if I look into alpha overlays? And then I pick a soft, grassy thing. Because we only need the shape. I think most of these are poor shapes though. Something like this could work. It would not look like it goes up and down descent like that. It should only come from the direction to the origin rather than the direction of descent. Let's look at that. Waves on the beach. Of course, they cut the GIF right before we care. They cut the GIF too. They cut the GIF too! Stop cutting the GIF. I'm losing it. Come on, please, please. Oh, you asshole. You assholes, why do they all cut the GIF? Come on, come on. Ah, yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, it goes in and then it kind of fades out. Think what console really does and how a compiler sees your code. For example, what would the compiler do if you modify the console, which you can do? Yes, then you would have lied to the compiler by pretending it is const when it isn't. Lying to the compiler to make the compiler produce more optimized code is something I very commonly do. You have a misunderstanding here. Your compiler is not compiling for every eventuality. Your compiler is compiling with the assumptions you feed it. And when you feed it a wrong assumption, such as an array being const when it really isn't, then it is going to compile errors. It's probably like 95%, maybe 90% Spencer. We expanded the cheese shells? No, we can add sea shells. But we're not there yet. We're not doing the details like that, we're just getting the shaders ready. I think I have beaten the allegation of being confidently incorrect right now. So that is also true. If you don't make a variable const and don't modify it, the compiler sees the same changes to the variable. Exactly. And that's why it has to load from the variable again, because it is not marked const and it can't be 100% confidence that the variable hasn't changed, which is why there is additional lines of code or is generated assembly. That's the whole principle. You think of volatile? No, I'm not thinking of volatile. Volatile is something completely different. Volatile means that the actual execution of your program mid-function might be interrupted and that the volatile variable might be changed by another thread outside of your function. Yoshi, you're doing the exact thing that I said people would sometimes do on my videos, where they're just posting wrong stuff because they heard it somewhere without actually knowing about it. You need to like take a step back and think about which parts of your mindset regarding programming is knowledge and which part is just stuff that people have told you. Are you using the restrict keyword? Of course. Okay, so I want this to actually fade out towards the bottom. So what I'm going to do is like so. Is this actually going to work? So the idea I had is that this would scroll up and then scroll down again. The problem if I do something like this and then fade it out towards the bottom here, then the bottom would also move back, and that would look really bad. What if we combine this with a multi-texture? Do you have a simpler idea, Bioback? You can switch to pre-order in, or you're not interested? I'm not interested. I don't really buy games. The game I'm most interested right now is the Oblivion remaster, but I would never buy it. Const is overseen by Const doesn't make C code faster. He's wrong. Okay, let's see. Here's the texture value of X and RAM. This is true. Okay, yeah. That's very exciting. Let's call. Let's see. Let's say call. Let me see. Here's a even the website you linked has a difference. So there's two meanings. It can mean the variable is read only, and it may not be constant. It can also mean that the variable is actually constant. From pointer to const value and then write the What did I miss in chat? So this doesn't actually show that. I can't read all this right now. But even he has shown a difference, so I don't know. Const here is a const reference to... Oh, it's a const pointer. Yeah, of course it's different. It just means that the pointer is const. There's a big lamb running against using const. Actually, I think const by default is strictly superior. Okay, but that's not what we're arguing about. We're arguing about whether that's a performance difference. And yeah, I'm very confident your understanding was just wrong. And I mean, even the guy showed that. I don't mind a little argument. I mean, if I genuinely did something that is like false and I was incorrectly wrong, was confidently wrong, then I would love to be corrected on it, and so I can avoid that. Or if it's something important, even issue a correction. But in this case, I just don't see it. I think you were very wrong to assert that I was being confidently incorrect. And we have proven that. I'm someone who doesn't really take any issue with being corrected. I just care about becoming as good as possible. Okay, so for this one, we need something like the opposite of this, I think. Oh, and we need to rotate the other one 90 degrees. Is there a way to just turn an image 90 degrees in Photoshop? Yes, there is. I needed 180 actually. Yeah. I need to write about after process for this yet, but would you consider adding coconut palms, which bring Mario upon walking under them, fall damage damage is really nice. That would be funny. Maybe that could be like a joke somewhere with something else. Should be able to know when const matter for optimization is when it doesn't, just saying that const does nothing is completely false. Yeah. So it's good at first as improvement, but at this point you're endlessly proven that what you're saying is correct and this guy ain't having it. Yeah, but I also feel bad just being like, oh, everyone on chat is ganging up on you, therefore I'm right. Like that feels intellectually dishonest to me. I want him to actually like understand what it is. But I think maybe the right thing to do is to just, you know, cool off. As belittling and offensive as it sounds, like I think that might just be what I have to say, unfortunately. Eh. Don't worry, Yoshi Party. No reason to feel bad. Why not simply do that? Oh, for the foam? It's not that simple. Because with the foam, you have to keep in mind, we have a transparent part, so that one half would have to be transparent decal, but also it moves up and down, so we would have to align it with the sand properly. Can we align it with the sand so easily? It's not that easy to align it with the sand. It would be like floating in air. Unless we also made the sand perfectly even. You know what I mean? If we had like a subdivision of sand here everywhere, then that would be a little more reasonable. But the flat shoreline looks wrong. It would have to be a flat shoreline. It's impossible without, I'm pretty sure. He gets you good at modeling. I have zero talent for modeling. My modeling is all just me, you know, doing it a lot and getting into it. So if you can't do this, that's a skill issue. What are you doing with your channel after relay? Yeah, I'm selling the channel. No, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Ugh, this is the wrong one. What about moving the waterline up and down rather than back and forth? It does move up and down, and that makes it look back and forth. Why are we doing foam though? Why not? To see one with the transparent decal layer, isn't it enough to be mostly line up with the center? Nope, not on the N64. He's donating his channel to charity? Never. Why did this turn to an RGB A16? Meow, 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 meow. Sorry. Sometimes I just turn into a cat. Why is it doing that? When it becomes anything directly in the same direction when hit by the wave crests in the same direction of the wave at the moving point of intersection. What? Any compiler you use to link time observations, and have you checked if that makes a difference? Unfortunately, I'm really bad with compilers, and I don't know how to set up link time optimizations. And there's also some stuff that seemingly makes it not work with Mario 64. I don't know why it doesn't work with Mario 64, but Wiseguy told me it doesn't work, and Wiseguy told me it's not easy to do. So I am assuming that there's no shot I will be able to do it. Ugh. This is not good. Why is it? Okay, wait, let me think about this. Why would this make more disappear? What if I also do this? Oh god. What if I add more shit to the left side of it? What about using someone's land annoying snow waves as the foam? Oh yeah, I do have that worry too about LTOs. I do worry that LTOs are just going to be less optimal than case time optimizations. I think it's this one here that I need to expand. What if we make it 256 by 256? I think LTOs have a lot of potential in making it run faster, but I'm not 100% confident that it will. Wait, how is this different from just doing that? Why does it? Okay, you know what? That doesn't actually look like that. It just doesn't. That's gonna be my stance now. This is a FAST64 bug. It has to be. I'm going to work off that assumption now. Just align this along the shore, and then we'll see what's going on. Let's see how this looks. Beyond the maximum texture size. Ain't no way. Maybe I'd explain on blue? No. I don't think that's a good idea. So it does actually fade out pretty soon. See, I was gonna make this pretty opaque and then have it move up and down to align with the water. It's not supposed to look good right now, it's just supposed to be an indicator of what we would actually get. But seeing this, I don't believe in it anymore. I don't think I can make it work. We might have to just say no send. So the reason you have relationship lines enabled in the viewport helps me edit it easier. We're never gonna listen to that song. Alright, fine. We're gonna listen to that song together now. Let's see if Fanatic... Nope, he does not. Wait, haven't we listened to it before? Meow, 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 meow. I'm a cat. He made it, yes, and I don't know if he put it on SoundCloud. Console compatible does not necessarily imply under 64 megabytes, but I am going to keep it under 64 megabytes. Enough of that. Yeah, my emulator audio is kind of fucked right now, so it's not very pleasant to listen to. You're the fourth most? That's funny. So a bunch of people are just out listening to Badoop songs that are not even in a finished game yet. It's pretty cool actually. I like that. Oh, you guys don't even know this, actually. We updated the song for course 1. Let me show you. Because we wanted it to have the leitmotif, or Badoop wanted this. So it is a new song. Slightly new. The DuckTales one was pretty good, but I think having all custom music is cooler. Why your speak less crackling? That's my audio engine right now, unfortunately. Fuck. Yeah, my audio engine is not perfect yet. I get that it feels unfamiliar at first, but you'll get used to it. Don't get too attached to something that is unfinished, I guess. Holy shit, I hate it. What? I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was cool that it used the leitmotif. Oh my god. You guys are being gamers right now. Yeah, I don't think it's all that different from the old one either. And there's some parts in the song that are more high quality. Maybe it just seemed kind of bad because my audio engine is poopy right now. People hate change? Yeah. Do not get attached too much to stuff in an unfinished game like this. I figured there would be some amount of controversy, but holy shit, those reactions. You weren't able to notice the difference? That's good, I suppose. Oh, that looks kind of sick as fuck. You guys know what I love? I love keeping fishes. I have a big placo, and I have guppies, and I have shrimp, and I'm gonna get a bunch of bristlenose placo. And it's the coolest thing ever. Hello, I don't know muscle. Whoa. Oh, it's just very slippery for some reason. Did I just see through the level geometry? Aggravated nostalgia, that's what it's called. What kind of rock would work here? I feel like this is a more stony path than this one, but I'm not 100% sure. I guess that feels kind of alright to me. Looks more like a lava volcano this way, actually. I think it's fine on these, but not on this one. Can you measure cache miss on N64? If yeah, is it time-based tech or a build encounter? Yeah, I can. There's a count register that counts the CPU cycles. I can just cache miss and then read the CPU count clock twice. And I know the exact cycle count. And I actually have done that in my last video. About the random numbers. I did it there. Honestly, I don't think you would mind. You'd probably be like, oh, that's cool. I'm glad you like my song so much. What if RTYI becomes famous and I start DMCAing people that make hacks based off my hack? Look at me. I am Nintendo now. Am I getting the Switch too? Okay, I would never get a console at launch. Right now, I don't think that buying the Switch 2 is worth, like, what is it, $700 for me? I have no idea how much it costs. I know everyone was arguing about it. I haven't been part of the argument. I mean, all consoles at launch are a bad investment. The idea is that some people are early investors and they cost more people to develop stuff for the console, and that makes the console worth it eventually, I guess. Many such situations where, like, the more people do something, the better it gets. Are you going to buy one? No! Well, I mean, I don't know what the future holds. Like, if in 5 years they figure out that the Switch 2 can, you know, time travel for you, like maybe they find an exploit that causes the Switch 2 to allow you time travel, then surely I would buy one. But like, I don't want to pay $800 to play Mario Kart 10. Really enough. I don't know how much it costs. I'm guessing. No one told me. At least know that they keep their prices up. Their prices too soon. Maybe. I have no idea. Huh? What the hell? That was weird. So once a console summoner console used to be about owning your own games, such as bootleg Steam Deck with fewer games. Yeah, I kinda agree. They used to be about on consoles because like the consoles were all different and they were able to handle different types of games. Nowadays a PC can just handle every game. There isn't really a reason for consoles to exist other than artificial scarcity. Is there a way to send the link? Oh shit, that sucks that you can't send it to me. The best way to send a link. Discord? Maybe you can send it in my Discord and then I can click on it. I'm from Canada. But like I said, I don't know how much it costs. The 800 was a guess. Do not get offended at me throwing out a guess. That would be silly. This is such a versatile material. Kinda like it. If you want, you just Google how much does the Switch 2 cost in Canada, and then you'll know how far off I was. Into Discord then, can't find the link in your video description, or sure, let me just invite people, copy, and I will post it in chat. Hidden use copy button? You fucking kidding me? When I use the copy button, it says hidden use copy button, and I... What? I can't copy it. It says hidden use copy button. I'm sorry. I used the copy button, and the copy button just copies the text that says hidden use copy button. Who wrote this software? That's a bug for sure. I see, but isn't there tax to that as well? So 15% tax, that's $1,050 for the bundle, and like $920 for the standalone. No, 720. So yeah, that's about $1,000. That's $800. I don't know why I said 1,000. I'm so distracted modeling. It's crazy to me when people don't factor in tax into the price of stuff they buy, as if they weren't gonna pay tax. Like, the hell, bro. It's just from your friend. Yeah, you gotta keep in mind 15% tax where I live. That's the sales tax. Honestly, I kinda like it. I think this looks good. 15, not 50. And it's on most things. I'm not sure if it's on like medicine, but I think it's on food. So that leads to bunny brushwoods, and I need the transition here to be another tree. So let's get a proper dirt texture here, and not this garbage. Yeah, Canadians don't. Including the price is just a European thing, I'm pretty sure. And I mean, I guess it makes sense for businesses, but If you're not in business, then like, what the fuck? What's it weird to start up battles when Mario starts running? That's Leela's influence. Well, okay, I shouldn't talk shit. It's because there was a fix to the export programming that unfortunately also introduced a bug, and it causes the render mode to be wrong. I think there's only an NA thing. Pretty sure the rest of the includes text. Ah. I think Tale of Current. Yeah, it was somewhere before. We had footsteps. Do any of you guys keep fish? I want to talk about fish. If you can make me about the path that is cut on the mountain isn't very similar on the wall, what about distinct floor texture? There is a good chance that there will be. What I'm doing is not the final version. I'm just getting something like semi-decent going, so that when Biobeck starts working on this, he has a good starting point. Amazon will list tariff cost next to the price, and that's really funny. That would be so detrimental to their business. They wouldn't do that. You have 2 fish? Let's fucking go. What are they? Bro, Jeffy Boy was at Trump's graduation. Like, no way he would do that to him. They're bros. They're gonna be like, dude, don't you remember when you were at my graduation? Like, we had such a good time. There was free food. There were... I cannot continue this joke. That will get me banned off Twitch. I can't find the meme. Sorry, my back's guitar. No, it's good, it's good. Having input is always good. Okay, I think this is a beautiful dirt texture. I like it. I want the path here. Something pathy. You have a small size black and orange fish. Is it a goldfish? With small size black and orange fish, that sounds like a goldfish. Or is it a koi? Is it a fancy goldfish? You'll have to have a small shark, like a cat shark. It's gonna die in the tank though. You need like thousands of liters. What if you had like the fish room and it was just a waterproof room that's like slightly flooded and that's where your fish lives? And like you put planks above the room so you can still use it as like your living room. Maybe a glass floor, but you can also go swim in it. That would be banger. And it'd be like an indoor pool. Okay, actually, why don't you just have an indoor pool? Dude, an indoor pool would be so cool. If I had $2 billion, I would have an indoor pool in my house. Do you think billionaires have like the roller coaster room? Do you think they have one? Like a room that's just a roller coaster? I would have one. But then again, I'm not boring, so of course I would have one. This is shit. Was it the link in general? Let's see. Ah. Okay, This is a little difficult because in my game it's supposed to be kind of like a river that goes through the entire island. So it's not that simple. But it being very but it's also more like a bay, right? It's not quite like this. Why didn't you do a transparent? I will, but that's not what we're doing right now. We're getting a path here. I could do this. Like so. Transparent on top of the thing. That might just be the best option. Hello? Why can I not make the thing? There we go. It's solvable. It is solvable. I found the solution. We do this. I'm liking how the island is shaping up, but in my terms could be a lot better. Send gives more desert vibes. Yeah, you're probably right. We're still working on it. Hello Agiraf, love your shaders. They're pretty good, aren't they? I have never heard of Battalion Wars, no. Sounds potentially cool though. Would you like a free cycle mod? Yes. We can already fake a free cycle mod by doing some CPU combining stuff. It's not terrible. How is that, huh? How you like that? How you like that, Obama? Sorry, that was unfunny. I was just referencing a meme. Just referencing a meme by itself is not humor. I apologize on behalf of myself. So you've done meme therapy and you're repeating the lessons to stop yourself. Maybe I have. Would that be so bad? What is this shit? Oh, that's what this shit is. Will something dark like this catch the player's attention? Or will it not? Like, as in it stands out because it is so dark? Or is it more like it's so dark therefore no one will look at it? This feels like something I should know. Huh. Oh. What happened? When did I fuck this up? I can't use the packed geometry normals yet because they're not supported in LVP yet, at least to my knowledge. Okay, I need to do this differently. Yeah, I think this works. Are you using the same rock texture just so the NCO doesn't have to load one more texture in memory? No. Honestly, it's just laziness. And I think it looks fine. So you're just bleaching the hole? Just put a sign out front of some sort? Wait, what? I don't understand. Why do you want a sign in front of here? Let's check how this looks. Looks pretty good from here. Oh, but there is a big issue on the floor. What's going on here? Okay, that's a fast 64 bug. It's not reverting the render mods right. Nothing I can do about that. Using the sign as yellow paint, if that's the case I disagree. Even though what I call it a shiny mess. I think this is very easy to see. And also there's going to be a character in front of this that's like, I'm not letting you in. There's absolutely no way anyone's going to miss this. And we're also gonna put bunny footsteps in front of it. Now let's go back to that coconut idea someone had earlier. I think the coconut idea is funny as hell. What if there's like a palm tree with a coconut on it, and you can kick it and it's gonna fall on someone's head? It should be something like that. Like we just put coconuts on the trees and they can conk you or people around you. I think it's a cute idea. It was you? Ah. Gallant. The question is, who would you bother with that? Maybe someone who's sleeping and he will only wake up if you conk him with a coconut? They might be from Mario Kart DS. They're very, like, ancient models. I mean, these are like 2020. Probably have to update them. I think I don't like that the path looks like this. I think the correct thing is like so. That's way better. You can just have coconuts on all the trees that break open and drop coins when you kick them. I like that. Let's note that down. Part 1. Or, well, actually, I'm just gonna note this down in general. All the coconut trees have coconuts. You can kick them to make them drop the coconuts that may have 0 to 5 coins in them. Some sleeping character you can conk with a coconut. Yeah, we can also do that. If it hits Mario, he takes damage. What if you bonk palms? There is an inherent risk of getting bonked, and you can use this as a clue to bonk the palm tree. Your proposed character is sleeping and not to wake them up. Well, you would see the coconuts earlier, and you would probably at some point throughout the game, either accidentally or on purpose, make a coconut fall, and that would be your hint. Maybe Shadow Boy. Let's get the bunny footprints. This is the texture I want. Right here. That definitely looks like bunny paws. Should work. Don't tell me it's an IA8. That would be so embarrassing. Ah, it's an IA8. They should be longer. The feet? I see. You're gonna make me a new one? Alright. So this game you have worked on. This one? And before that last impact, I guess? 9 years ago? Oh my god. Okay, so I actually do want. Actually, let's work on the sand, because a lot of people were saying the sand looks bad. Let's try to get a new color for the sand, because that's gonna be necessary for the next step. Well, this is surely not what anyone wants. Are you thinking something? That. Beach scent. Beach sandals? Beach sand. Google. It's very orange. But we can try to recreate this color. Like this? Reserves the ability to add grain where we want it. Yeah, something like this. Because we also want there to be grass on the island. So I think it needs to be something more like that. And then we can transition it into grass like over here maybe. I think I would like there to be some amount of grass here on the hill, or maybe just later into the island. Maybe everything past like here should be sandy. Grassy. I think what distracting is the sky being a winter sky. The sky is very temporary, it's not actually gonna be there. It's just there so that our eyes don't bleed when we look at the horizon. Actually, this could work maybe. Let's try it. Rest is so easy to make. Rest is just noise. Looks absolutely putrid, disgusting, awful. That's all the architecture of the sand makes it look like a windswept dune in a desert. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I think you might have a fair point. I can look into it in a second. Seems like a very Yoshi color. Let's see what Zaina sent me. Oh, I see. I need multiple of them in a path, Zaina. Can you put like maybe 4 or 5 of them on one texture? I don't have a decade-long release cycle. I started this game like at the end of 2020, and Last Impact was made in 2 years. So it's just that I didn't work on the big game in the meantime. What size? How about 128 by 32? Well, there is no release date yet, so like, what do you want me to do? I don't know when it releases. It gets done when it's done. See, we're thinking the dark parts are too dark. I think that may be fair. Let me make the dark parts a bit lighter. Coming 2017, it didn't even start working then. Because of the small grass switch on beaches. Green, like I'm seeing here, it tends to be high up above the water line. I see. Maybe we have to move it high up then. But I think you may be right. Not gradients. Where's curves? Where is curves? Huh? Here. Permission denied. Oh, Zaina, can you like slightly like randomly rotate them and stuff like that? Them all being in an order like that doesn't really seem like how they would work, you know? Yeah. This seems so not juicy. Now I'm just back to the previous color. This looks so depressing. Looks good, Zaina. I will try that in a bit. Understand, right? The way the grass the sand is not gonna lie. Maybe add some sponge of grass and the sand to make it plant. Oh my god, I just started! Calm down! I had no time yet! Chill. Yeah, I don't know what you guys want me to do. I can't do like 15 things at the same time. Obviously, it's not going to be finished the second I start. Ugh. I don't know. Are you alerted by video game prototypes better content? Nope. And no, I didn't look at the Giga leak. Not because I didn't want to. I did kind of want to look at it because that is like hella views, but because of the legal implications. Whoops. Okay, I guess I do it this way around then. That was weird. Wait, no, it needs to be here. I don't know how I keep messing this up. Okay, I need to turn this around. This is a bad idea otherwise. Shit. Wait, now I remember what I wanted to do. Oh my god, this was supposed to be normal sand. That's the issue. Good, there's none of it. There we go. Grass. Let's get these here. That's better. Problem solved. Plus assign grass duplicate grass trans, assign layer 6 shade color no op and transparent decal. Make this 1. Go along the line. Make this 0. There we go. That was kind of the idea. And then we probably also need to make the grass less successful near the rim here. Because realistically the grass would be dying near the rim. Well, I don't think black is the right solution, but maybe it looks better. Heh. Oh, why is it on the alpha layer? Bro. There we go. So now it affects it. Something like this. Texture's too big. I4, 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 I4. Sand is too big? Right, because I changed the sand texture. So this is a dumb question, but can you answer to static light mapping, or would the server texture be too much for every service for a full game? You can only have one UV map per thing, so if you did have a light map, it would have to have the same UVs, and that's so limiting that in practice you can say it can't do it. I think this looks neat, minus the sand UV mapping issues there. Very Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, I find the sand color very difficult to get right. You have a point. I'm not 100% sold on the sand color either. We might also want to raise all this a little bit, just because one person said that that's typically how it would be in real life. Like this would all be raised slightly, and I think that's fair. Should know of shell fossil in the cliff texture like the Yoshi Galaxy. That could be fun. But it is cost purple. Export bug. Don't worry about it. Why you're not using proportional editing to move the cave is just because proportional editing will move it by a small amount of coordinates in some places, and that will throw my coordinate grid off. And that would be a huge issue considering how I need the UVs or the vertices to align perfectly for this whole thing to work. Because decals need to be on the exact same coordinates, otherwise they will not work. Like you see just now, I moved that and then ruined the vertex color here. Okay, I think we're getting there. Now I wanna just make this blue again. I think we need to subdivide this hill here for that to work correctly. That should be fine. Someone once told me that the way to tell if a song is good is if you can hum along to it. And I think they were almost 100% of the money. The real test to see if a song is good is to see if you can meow along to it. What did I miss? What about literally changing the overlap, like in between an area unlocking? Yeah, have a treasure chest, wash up on the beach with float sim or a big flower grow, eventually bloom. That's exactly how it works. The overworld changes throughout the game. It's supposed to feel alive. Okay. I'm not throwing up, which is good. I initially had the idea that the music would slowly like add instruments and become happier, but that doesn't seem to be within the realms of what's gonna happen anymore. Alright. Big Signal makes more sense as a rock, as that shape made of sand would have been flattened and also would not allow the 90-degree angle toward the cave. The 90-degree angle toward the cave. 90-degree angle. I'm not sure what you mean by a 90-degree angle here. But I think it would make sense as a dune if we put some plants on here and make this a little grassy. That would work. Imagine there also being a sandy transition to the top here, for example. I like the rock. I want another rock. The rock is cool. There. The rock is cool. Now we have 2 rock. Shit, rock, yeah. Sometimes you just have to go with what your heart desires, you know? That's what game design is all about. You're like, I want the rock, and so you make a rock. It's a small rock. I'm fine with a small rock. Do you guys think that the increase in fidelity that games in general have received has inevitably taken away something that made games special, in the same way that taking a picture doesn't feel as special as drawing a painting of something, specifically because you don't cartoonize certain elements of it and put special attention to certain elements for the sake of making the player feel something? Will you have a full screen warping effect when the camera's underwater, like an audio by the bay? Don't know that's strong. I could, but honestly I don't really see that working. Wearing maybe. Oh, I love this rock. It's not even just about realistic, it's about fidelity. You know how in Banjo-Kazooie all the characters are like like that has something to it that, like, when you voice act, it's not there. Sorry for being loud. I didn't mean to be so loud in Banjo-Kazooie. It just brings pink graphics, but it could run. And that's crazy. Or definitely became less horrendous as an intended side effect of graphics become less horrible. PS1 Spyro looks crazy for what it is. Dude, this coordinate grid is so annoying. No, it's still there. I unchecked that, but it's still there. Where is it? How do I get rid of it? Produce the thing in orthographic view. Oh. Is it floor? It is floor. Oh my god, this is so much nicer to look at. I agree when it comes to photography, but gaming has gotten worse with the focus of higher graphics. There's one art piece I like where it's someone has gotten so good at drawing paintings that when they draw a painting it just looks like the real thing, just like a photograph. And you look at that and it's like, what's the point? Like, why does this exist? You could have just taken a photograph and have gotten the same thing. Like, sure, this is an amazing display of skill and we have to appreciate the dedication and suffering that went into it. But no one cares, because you can just take a photograph. And I think that's really cool that it exists. Like, It's an art piece that makes you feel something. It makes you feel despair and suffering. It's similar to when you see a picture of Marcus Rule and you see him being like buff as fuck and it looks cool as fuck, but you know he's gonna die early because he sacrificed his entire life to get buff as fuck. And he's also not happy. He's suffering every single day, but dude, look at his muscles. That's cool. He's still alive, yeah, but he shouldn't be. Against all odds. Am I clicking the bow and arrow? Oh, yeah, they are annoying. Muss nicht schmecken, muss wirken. True. That's why I eat quark. Skur. On the third stream topic after politics and AI. Dude, we haven't talked about politics and AI all stream. And you come in here jinxing it like that? If this stream devolves into politics and AI, then it's Biobag's fault. We are all allowed to blame Biobag for it. You know what, that was fine. I think we should blame the conservatives instead. Kids are losing black and white film being gone. We lost something, you can tell color movies. Yeah. The Italian element is literally Mario. Like, what do you mean? Feet, these rabbit feet. Sena made them. After the overworld, there's still some side levels. Oh, cool! It's a fast 64 mark. Nothing I can do about it right now. Anyway, I think it's gonna look good once that bug is fixed. Will that trail just fade out, or will it connect the tunnel entrance to from somewhere else? It's into a level. Does it look like bunny feet? I don't know. Maybe bunny feet are longer. Anyway, I'm done with stream for today. So I will see you guys in the next stream, possibly on Thursday, but I'm not 100% certain. So until then, bye bye. Bye, Rady.